Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars and welcome to a new collection video. I haven't done one of these for several months now, and mainly because I haven't really been buying a huge amount of Blu-rays and stuff. I've kind of been holding off a little bit and just buying what I really want here and there. Rather than just buying a pile of stuff just so I could do one of these videos every month, which was what I was starting to do. So it was kind of counterproductive, really. But I have now got a few that I can show you, but also I'm going to show you what I've picked up, and then at the end I'm going to show you what Leo over at Geek Legion of Doom has very kindly sent me as like a Christmas box. We kind of do this every year. We kind of send each other something, me and Leo. And he's been very generous again this year, so I shall show you what he has got me at the end, so stay tuned for that. So we'll get straight into the video, and I'm going to show you my box sets first. Only a couple of box sets, and both of these do have an unboxing on the channel, so I'm not going to go into great detail. If you want to learn more about them, have a look at the unboxings playlist, and they will be on there. Right, so the first one is the Nightmare on Elm Street collection. This is number 1 to 7. Right up to New Nightmare. Very good. I have just reviewed all the Nightmare on Elm Street films on the channel, even Freddy vs. Jason and the 2010 remake, which just come up on the channel very recently. So yeah, that one, very good. The next one is definitely one of my holy grail items, if you like. I've wanted this ever since the show ended. I have heard that there are talks of reviving the show, so this could make this defunct fairly quickly, but it is probably the most expensive box set I've ever bought, and it is the Supernatural complete collection, if you like, complete series, 1 to 15. Yeah, there's an unboxing video for this as well on the channel. It's a really big, thick, chunky box set. But I was very delighted to pick it up. It was in a sale, but it was still expensive. To buy this not in a sale, it's like £130, something like that. Right, so next I will show you the imports that I have picked up over the last few months. So there's not a huge amount of imports, and 3 of them are I bought in the last week or so. The first one, and this is one I didn't buy in the last week or so. I've had this a while, and I watched this on Halloween night with my wife. I already loved the film, and she really enjoyed it as well, and it is Deadstream. For me, one of my favourite found footage films of the last few years. I just thought it was fabulous. Really fun and entertaining. The next one, I thought I would have some alternative Christmas films in my collection, so I have picked up Fat Man, the Mel Gibson, Walter Goggins alternate take on Santa Claus, I suppose. I have reviewed this on the channel when it came out a couple of years ago. I thought it was pretty good. Definitely an alternate Christmas movie. I also picked this up. I think it was last Christmas I reviewed this. Christmas, Bloody Christmas. The robotic Santa Claus that goes mad. I remember this being quite entertaining and the kills being really brutal. So looking forward to rewatching that. And the last import is The Pope's Exorcist. And I did mention recently on a short that I did that showed these imports that in their wisdom this hasn't received a Blu-ray release in the UK. We're seeing this more and more. The death of physical media, clearly. I mean, this was actually quite a sizable hit at the cinema, and we don't get a Blu-ray release in the UK. It beggars belief. It's starting to get on my nerves a little bit, that. Right, we'll move on to some other Blu-rays that I have picked up. I picked up Renfield when that came out. I thought this was very underrated, and I thought it deserved to do better at the cinema than it actually did. Nicolas Cage is fabulous as Dracula. This has finally got a physical release on Blu-ray, and it is Prey. I thought this was a brilliant addition to the Predator franchise, and this is now available on Blu-ray in the UK. I picked this up and watched it. I was going to review it, and then I couldn't be bothered, so I didn't. But needless to say, I thought this was very, very interesting. Cursed films. It's like a, a few episodes that talk about films that were supposedly cursed. So it talks about Poltergeist, The Omen, The Exorcist, The Crow, and Twilight Zone, the movie. I think there's a season 2 coming out. But I am not going to lie, I thought this was pretty good. Pretty entertaining. So if you get the chance, I think it's on Shudder. Yeah, it is a Shudder. So if you got Shudder, check that out if you haven't already. This one I picked up, VHS 99. Again, I thought that was pretty good. I'm enjoying the new VHS films for the most part. The next one is Insidious The Red Door. Again, I thought that was pretty good. Addition to the Insidious franchise when it came out earlier this year. One of my favourite Bill Murray films, this, and I think it's, again, I don't think enough people talk about this, and if you've never seen this film, and I will be doing a classic review on it at some point, I strongly suggest you check it out. Quick change. Bill Murray, Gina Davis, Randy Quaid, Jason Robards. A quick synopsis if you've never seen this film. Bill Murray essentially robs a bank dressed as a clown, and he escapes, or he tries to escape the city with his girlfriend Gina Davis and his somewhat slow friend Randy Quaid. But everything that could go wrong, we're trying to leave the city, does go wrong. And he's being chased by Jason Robards, who's like a police chief sort of thing, is determined to catch him. Really good, check it out. I got this next one because me and my wife watched a documentary about this on Netflix, and I've checked, and there was a film about it. I haven't watched it yet, but it's the Texas Killing Fields. It's got a good cast: Sam Worthington, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Jessica Chastain, and Chloe Grace Moretz. So that's a pretty impressive cast list. If you've ever seen these guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. But yeah, I'm going to check this one out at some point. I will probably review it when I do. And the last physical copy that I picked up for me is, of course, The Flash. In the sleeve, right there. Again, I was disappointed this didn't do better at the cinema. I think it deserved to. Yes, is it flawed? Yes, there are bits in it that are flawed. But Michael Keaton was absolutely incredible returning as Batman. So now we are going to move on to what Leo has very, very kindly sent me for my Christmas box, if you like. And yes, I know I've opened it early, but we kind of always do. First thing I'm going to show you is he has sent me like an inflatable Death Star, which I haven't blown up yet, clearly, but I probably will. So there we are, inflatable Death Star. Thank you very much, Leo. Now, he did send me something else that is not Blu-ray related, but I get it. I've got a sense of humour, but there might be some of you watching this that don't have a sense of humour, so I'm not going to show that one. You know what I mean, Leo. Right, so then what he sent me is like a load of Blu-rays. I think they're all Blu-rays. Some of them might be DVDs. I'm not sure. I think they're Blu-rays. Because he knows I like to do video game movie reviews. So he has sent me a load of video game related Blu-rays and steelbooks. And the first one is Tekken, Kazua's Revenge. Now, he did send me the original Tekken last year, and I did watch it and review it on the channel. So this is an import as well. I will check this out and give this a watch and review this at some point. Thank you, Leo, for that. And sticking with the fighting game theme, didn't even know this existed, if I'm honest. And this is the Street Fighter Assassin's Fist Limited Edition Steelbook. Very nice. So as you can see in there, you get the disc, and you get, obviously as well here, some like postcard type things that are still in the wrapper. Very, very nice. Thank you for that, Leo. Very nice indeed. The next one is actually a film I really enjoyed, and it is Rampage. And this is, if you didn't know, it is based on a video game. The Dwayne Johnson film that came out a few years ago. I actually thought it was pretty good. Probably a little bit underrated. And this is a steelbook, still in the wrapping. So I'm pretty happy with that for sure. That is going to be a nice addition to my collection. That very good. The next one is a film I haven't seen. And this is Warcraft. And this is an import as well. I'm not sure where from. And it's a steelbook, still in the cellophane. Very, very nice. Thank you very much, Leo. So I will be definitely checking out this film. The only reason I never watched it when it came out is I don't play Warcraft, so it didn't really have that connection to me. The next one, and I don't have this in the collection, so I'm really, really pleased to have it, is Mortal Kombat. Not the recent remake or reboot. This is the original one. Ooh, that's just a bit of bubble wrap that's come out. So that is a steelbook once again. Excellent. Mortal Kombat. And the last one, another film I haven't seen. And again, mainly because I'm not really a big fan of the game series. But I will definitely be checking this out. And it is the Prince of Persia film. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, Jake Gyllenhaal and Ben Kingsley. And is that Gemma Arterton? Yes. And Alfred Molina. So, directed by Mike Newell. God, I didn't know that. So, yeah, I'll go check that out. I don't remember this getting terrible reviews or anything, so I'm actually quite hopeful that it's going to be pretty decent. So that's everything Leo has sent me. Really, really thankful for those, Leo. They're going to be fabulous additions to the collection. Pride and place them. So thank you very much for joining me, guys. I know I haven't done many of these videos, but as I've mentioned, I just haven't been collecting a great deal of Blu-rays. But I will be doing plenty of unboxings and things leading up to Christmas and beyond, because hopefully I'll be getting some nice things to show you guys. And thank you so much for joining me for this video. Don't forget to call back on the channel for plenty more reviews and content very, very soon.